You have to be sorry. Now, people have to be a little bit patient here. We're doing what best we can, okay? We had a few great volunteers that made this day possible here today, okay?
Yay.
I'm not going to mention any names. I'm going to mention one name because if I forget somebody, I'll never hear the end of it. Okay? I just want to thank my wife. She's been running around here like a chicken with her head cut off. Okay?
Yay.
Everybody else can get up and thank who they want to thank. The whole idea is that this week's Torah reading talks about, well, what do you got to talk about Torah readings for? Why can't we just do what the secular society wants us to do and not talk about Torah readings? That's not the world today, Rabbi. Well, it's my world, and I'm a rabbi, and I'm going to speak a couple minutes about it. This next week's Torah reading is Shoftim V'Shotrim Titen L'Chol, which talks about judges and police enforcers we have in our midst. And again, they're not looked upon too greatly in today's society, okay? They seem to do favors, but in the Torah, God said that judges and police enforcers have to go according to a certain rule, and that's the way it is. And it's all written down in the Torah, and that's the way it's supposed to be. And you have to listen to what they say. You know, in the Gaza, they didn't need judges and police officers. People live the way they want to live. But again, I know that's different to a lot of the people in the Jewish community today. We should have got out of Gaza real quick. Well, that's your opinion, okay? If you watch certain news media outlets, that's what you believe in, okay, fine. Maybe it did bring about peace. I don't think so. The whole thing is today is that you have to have law and order. But you have to give people the benefit of the doubt, okay? And a person is innocent until he or she is proven guilty, period. To go around and start saying things, well, he's guilty, he's a criminal, he's that. Be very, very careful what you do. I don't think you'd like anybody saying that about you. And again, I want to welcome here our new member.
Innocent before.
Okay, I want to talk over here.
Show proof.
Okay, you have to have proof. You know, this was the same thing, and again, I'm a big thing on the Holocaust, 100%, and I'm glad they have it here every year. And Helen Sperling of blessed memory was the greatest individual I ever knew, practically. Okay? But they went to Jewish homes and they said, "You're a criminal." Okay? The same thing seems to be going on with different sectors of our society here today. Okay? But that's what judges and police enforcers are all about. You know, give person the benefit of the doubt. Who are you to judge and be executor at the same time, judge, jury, and executor? Makes no sense. And it's very, very sad what's happening in our country here today, but that's the way it is. But I just want to say something here. What we have here today is we have people that have made this picnic for so many, many years. Under the auspices, who first started the picnic here?
Sidney Jackson.
Sidney Janis. He started a great tradition. And it was a beautiful tradition that he started. Okay? And food is great, and coming together is great, and people work together, and people share their thoughts, and that's the way it's supposed to be done, okay? Because if you talk too individualistic, it's not going to work. We have to have a community. And we have here, this past year, our new members that have come into our congregation.
Yay!
Okay, and we have bar mitzvahs coming up, okay?
Yay!
Many bar mitzvahs coming up. And we want to thank them for coming into our community, okay? They come here, everybody comes here, not just them, but everybody comes here in services and behaves and listens to the prayers. And we have a great synagogue here, and we have a great community.
I want to say something.
Okay, and then one last thing. I went to a service of the conservative rabbi, and he gave a beautiful, beautiful speech. The man is Rabbi Gear. He's a very nice man. He comes to our synagogue. He helps with minions. And that's what it is. Mr. Levine, I know you're here. I hear you. Okay? And we welcome Murray Levine here today also, okay?
Welcome back, Murray.
And we welcome Dr. Joseph Belnado's mother here today also.
Yeah.
Okay? And if we could have happiness like this, we could go on forward. But again, a person is innocent until proven guilty. And the whole thing is about judges and police enforcers, give somebody the benefit of the doubt. Yes?
I'd like to say something. You referenced Gaza. Well, before Gaza was given back to terrorists, I went there. And I'd like to say something. Gaza was beautiful. It bloomed. People were eating. They were making beautiful, beautiful things. Now Gaza is a dump. It's a swamp. And it's filled with terrorists. Okay? So that stays in my mind and it will always stay with me. Okay? We should never, ever, ever give back land that was ours. From the biblical beginning, Gaza was ours.
I always said I always gave my last words, dear, to my wife, okay? And I praise what she just said. God will forgive me. Okay. Judy is going to say something. Judy, go ahead, Sam.
Oh, I think we should also thank Claire, Linda, and Lori Ross up for all. Lori Ross up for putting everything for us, preparing everything.
This food was great.
This would never be
superb.
possible.
Judy made a very good point
Herbie
there.
did most of the work, and my apologies to anybody I left out.
Okay, very good, Judy. You put it better than I ever could have. Okay? So everybody please enjoy the cupcakes that were made by the family here, by Heather and the Bannister family, okay? Please enjoy the cupcakes. And they're parve.